Hello, David. How are you this evening?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Good, good. It is wonderful to have this conversation with you on Thanksgiving Eve. I know that you are right now in your kitchen cooking from scratch, making your Thanksgiving meal.
Maybe not from scratch. I got to do from the box sometimes. But,
from the box.
Yeah.
I hope that's only the elbow macaroni from the box.
Only,
but anything beyond that is...
Only macaroni.
Okay. See, my grandmother and all of her mothers before her were just spinning right now saying, he's making it from the box? What do you mean the box?
Well, only from the box because, I live in New York, so my family's not here, so I can always scavenge what I can do. And from the box is the best I can do. I can't get a real thing.
Okay, so if you're making Betty Crocker, or something like that, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so to begin our interview, I just wanted to have you tell us about yourself and your professional journey thus far.
Oh, wow. Okay, so my name is David J. Cork, and I am from Indianapolis, Indiana. I wanted to be an actor when I was very young, and my journey to becoming an actor has been very, I won't say difficult, because the journey being any type of artist is always going to have its own challenges, and so therefore I'm not going to say it's difficult. But I grew up in Indiana. I went to a performing arts high school. I pursued acting there. I transferred to a school for college in Atlanta, and then from Atlanta I decided to transfer to a school in New York, so therefore I could pursue acting. So it's just been me trying to figure out where acting for me can be successful. Maybe not successful, but where I can learn the most. I wanted to make sure that I knew my craft before I would try to pursue the career.
And why did you become a filmmaker?
Oh, wow. Why did I become a filmmaker? I decided to become a filmmaker because it was important to me to make stories that related to myself. Right now we live in a world where we have the opportunity to create our own stories, to produce our own stories. And for me, it was important to have my voice be heard. And if someone else wasn't going to make that happen, it was important for me to do it for myself.
So in terms of your bio and resume, if you will, have you done any professional work as an actor or as a filmmaker?
Yeah. Maybe not as a filmmaker. Filmmaker came a little bit later, but as an actor, I've done some stuff. I won't say I've done a lot of things because I know that there's room for improvement, but I will say that I've done some stuff. I've done a couple of commercials, some in the region that I live in, which is New York. Those commercials have aired. I've done commercials that air in the South, one of those being the Publix commercial. I've done some TV show appearances. I'm appearing on Blue Bloods, which is the show that comes on CBS. It's going to appear sometime this December.
All right.
And thank you. And I appeared on a show called Younger, which will appear on TV Land in January. So that's coming out soon. And I've also did a movie for BET called Gun Hill, where I played a detective opposite.
Oh my God! I need to go look at it right now on Netflix.
You should. It's on Netflix.
Just to see if I see you in it. Now, let me just make this clear. When you say you've done it and you're in the movie, we see you when you actually have lines and you're credited. You're not, didn't make the director's cut.
I will tell you this right now. I have lines and I'm credited. Trust and believe.
Wonderful.
I have lines. I'm credited. Something happens to me. I have a storyline. I'm in there. Trust.
All right. I heard that. Now, now you mentioned something else. You said something happens to you. You're not shot or stabbed in the first 5 seconds of the credits going up.
No. I'm in the whole movie.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know what, actors, filmmakers out there who want to write me nasty letters and say, you know what, so what, I did get shot in the first 2 seconds.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, I did not get shot in the first few seconds. I'm telling you that right now. Did not.
Right.
I may not be in the first 2 seconds. You're gonna watch the movie and be like, where's David? But I'm in there. Trust me.
Okay, so that means our listeners should go out and find Gun Hill and watch the movie and look for David.
I will say watch the whole movie because the whole movie is really good. But if you really want to watch it for me, sure, I'm in there. I'm going to pop up a lot, but you should just watch the movie.
All right, I heard that. He's in there, damn it. I don't pay my SAG dues for nothing.
That's a whole different conversation. Whole different conversation. We won't talk about that today.
Okay. So let's switch gears and just talk about, you know what, first I want to go back and talk about where you attended school and being trained formally as a filmmaker or as an actor. And do you have a degree?
Okay.
So tell me about it. Shoot.
Oh, Jesus. Do we have 25 hours? Because I can talk about this forever. But,
so you're going to give me the not the in the beginning there was light, and on the seventh day God did this.
Yeah, for sure.
So give me that 10-second version. I am a casting director.
Okay.
We have casting directors out there listening to this, and, give me a summary.
I can tell you my story really quick. So, as a young 18-year-old man, I decided I wanted to go to school in Atlanta. And when I went to school in Atlanta, I was like, I want to double major. I want to double major in acting. I want to double major in film writing and film, everything film. And they were like, well, you can't do that. I want to do everything. And they told me I couldn't do that. And I was like, okay. And they said, so you can either choose acting or you can choose film production. And I was like, oh. So I called my dad and I was like, yo, Dad, what should I do? And my dad was like, you should do film production because I'm paying for it. And I was like, all right, cool. So I studied film production, hated it. I won't say, hated it is a strong word. I won't say I hated it, but I missed acting more. I miss acting. I miss being in front of the camera. I miss all of that. So I appreciated that I learned behind the camera, but I missed being in front of it. So I decided.
So where did you attend school?
Well, I attended school in Atlanta. When I was in Atlanta, I went to Clark University. That's where I did film. That's where I did film. But when I transferred schools, I went to NYU. And at NYU, I studied acting. When I studied acting, I was like, wow, acting is great. Acting is wonderful, blah, blah, blah. But I kind of miss being behind the camera. And so when I graduated, I knew in my mind I want to be able to do both. I want to be in front of and being behind of. And what's helped me the most is the fact that I understand both. I understand being behind the camera. I understand being in front of the camera. So when I'm in front of the camera, I know what people behind the camera are thinking. So I know where I should be placed, what I need to do. So that makes their job easier. And when I'm behind the camera, I know what to tell actors to do what I need them to do so that they're comfortable and they want to continue to work with me. Because I've dealt with so many directors that are behind the camera that don't understand what acting is, and that bothers me. If for anyone that wants to be behind the camera, you have to understand acting. It's not just snap your fingers and cry. That's not going to happen. It's not just snap your fingers and move. That's not going to happen. You need to talk to them. You need to understand. And for people that are in front of the camera, they need to understand that this is their job. They get paid to make sure that you look good. So help them out. Move. Pick something up. Walk away. Stand aside. Be quiet. Stop talking. Listen. Like, these are things that people need to understand about each other's jobs. And it's something that's kind of missed a lot of the times.
Right. So you are what we call a unicorn. Unicorn, meaning you have many skills, and you have more than one mindset, so you understand the craft from both ends.
Okay. I will take that. Then I'm a unicorn. All right. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you. I like that.
All right. So part of the reason I wanted to have a conversation with you was because I came across something recently. This series. Well, let me just back up and slow down on my talking. See, I'm around here speeding on some sweet potato pie or something like that. So let me slow down and say this.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to switch gears and talk about the circumstances surrounding the founding of BiUSTV and the web series Bi.
Okay.
So, one, tell me why was it so important that BiUSTV succeed? What is it? And talk about the circumstances. Did you just get an idea one day and say, hey, I'm going to start this network, or was it a progression, or what was the process?
Okay, so BiUSTV is a company started by me and my friend Ashton Pina. The two of us came together and we wanted to create a platform for people whose voices are not heard. So, any ethnicity, any race, any type of sexual orientation, if your voice is not heard or misrepresented or, we just don't understand who you are, this is where we wanted to create a place for these people. And I had written a show called Bi, about bisexuality, which is something that has not been heard of before. And Ash and I decided this could be the staple series for our platform. And from there, we just decided to branch out and try to invite other people to come and join us so we can share all these stories that are not often heard, so other people can hear them.
Mm-hmm. And so why is it so important that BiUSTV succeed?
I don't know many places that offer the voices that we are trying to project. I can't really tell you how many times I hear stories about a bisexual female. I don't know that many stories. I don't know how many stories I hear about a Indian, Native American transsexual. These are stories I don't hear. But these are stories that need to be heard because they're still voices. And these voices need to have a platform to project. And so therefore, if BiUSTV can reach to its highest level, then anyone's voice can be heard. And not just the voices that are of a majority, but the voices of a minority can be heard.
And I applaud you and Mr. Pina for recognizing that there is a need for more diversity.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. It's just, diversity is sometimes so much ignored because we accept that there are certain diversities, and then there's also this other element. There's always, you check a box, there's always other, but that other needs a voice, and we hope to bring that other a voice.
And it's also about defining what is other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
With starting a network, a venture, a project, there are always challenges or obstacles.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the obstacles you and Mr. Pina have faced in bringing BiUSTV to the marketplace. And not only tell us about those obstacles, but I want to know, what did you do to overcome those obstacles? That's always an important thing. We face challenges, but what do we do to overcome those challenges is always something important to address.
For sure. I feel like one obstacle that we overcame, that we faced a lot, was who is your target audience? And because we're trying to target an audience that is underrepresented, to define an underrepresented audience was always difficult because we wanted everyone to be able to see this story and make it their own thing, but we also wanted it to be specific, specified for somebody that's in this particular pool. So it was a little bit difficult trying to figure out our specific audience. However, once we understood that there were other people that wanted to hear from these voices, we decided to target them instead. So if, for example, if white men wanted to hear the stories that we were telling, we were targeting white men versus trying to target our specific audience, because the white men would be able to tell their friends, tell their other friends, to everybody else. to everyone that they know so that other people will understand what's going on. So by, kind of like understanding who we want to target, who we want to give a microphone to, and knowing who would want to hear it. Trying to target people that wanted to hear it, more so the people that we are targeting to, helped us become bigger.
And talk about some of the principals who are involved in BiUSTV. How did you gentlemen meet? And what does each gentleman bring to the table?
Oh my God!
And when I say gentlemen, I have some idea, but are there any ladies involved? And if so, talk about those ladies as well.
Trust me, there are some ladies involved. There are some ladies. So Ashton and I came together, and by us coming together, we decided to branch out to our, our partnerships, our network to see who could help us out. For me, I branched out to my friend Glenn Quinton. Glenn Quinton has a network of many, many people. He's a very popular producer, talented actor, talented writer. He has a very successful network. I branched out to my friend Troy, Troy has done this type of work before. He was an actor on a web series called Drama Queens, and he helped me out for my process. I met this young lady named Liz Geller. She is very sweet, very determined, very straightforward. She knows how to keep us all together. I met her on Craigslist. I kid you not. I met her on Craigslist, and this woman just helps me so much. I cannot believe how much she is a supporter. She backs us up. She has ideas. She comes in. She does her work. She cares, and she's like my sister. I care for her so much. She's everything. And then there is this young lady named Angela, who I went to school with back home in Indiana. She and I grew up together when we were very young. She keeps me solid. She keeps me grounded. She helps me see ways to market, ways to attract other people, ways to get other people involved. She helps on that level. And it's just been fantastic. All of us together, working together, we make this company move forward, try to grab people in, try to gravitate new artists, try to gravitate new perspectives, just so we can understand what's really going on in the world.
And there was a basic question that just popped in my head that I did not ask. When was BiUSTV founded?
When was BiUSTV founded? Okay, so, this year, 2014, very early, I will say maybe in January, I went to Ashton and I was telling him about Bi. I was telling him my web series idea and all this and that and the other. Ashton and I had always talked about building something together. We had always talked about he and I wanted to build something. And when I told him about my web series idea, he was like, David, this is what we need to do to make our company happen. And I was like, yes, you're right. So I will say in January of 2014 was when BiUS was really built. It was really formed. It was really solidified because Ashton and I looked at each other. We're like, this is it. This is what we've been wanting to do. And funny story, we sat one day and we're like, what are we going to call it? We wrote down names. We tried to figure it all out. It was really complicated. And he really liked the duality of the word bi. Meaning two people, yada, yada. He really liked it. And he tried to incorporate FUBU, which is for you, by us. And he really liked that. And he was like, it's by us, and it's for you, but it's for you, by us. And we're like, you know what? That works. And so that's how the name kind of came to be.
Now, you know what? We keep mentioning Ashton Pina. I am familiar with Ashton and his work. I have actually had the pleasure of interviewing him.
Fantastic.
But you know what? When I looked at, I'm sorry, what did you just say?
No, he's a G. I love Ashton. He's amazing. I go to Ashton had a short film called The Brothers Texas, which was his thesis film, and it's been in Like,
several film festivals?
It's been to so many film festivals. And what's crazy is whenever people see me next to him, they grab me and go, "Do you know who this is?" I'm like, "Yes, I know who he is. That's why he's my business partner." I get a little upset. I get a little upset when people grab me and go, "Do you know who this is?" I'm like, "Yes, I know who he is. That's why he's my business partner." I'm not stupid. I get a little offended because they question my intelligence. I don't know who Ashton is. Ashton has a very big name. He's very successful. He's very career driven. He inspires me. He makes me want to be better. When I did my final piece at NYU, I wanted it to be a film element. And I didn't even ask for anybody else. Like, people, my teacher was like, "Oh, you should talk to this person, this person." I was like, "No, I'm going to my friend Ashton." Because I wanted Ashton to film my final piece. Ashton is my homie. That's my friend.
But you know what? He is your homie. He is your friend. He is outstanding, great, wonderful. Why can I not find any of his work in BiUSTV's offerings?
What are you talking about?
How come there's none of his projects in there?
Okay. Wait. First, one, we have this thing called Flicks on our network, and his short film WC is there. So you can't say that.
Okay, so correct me. Let me spank my hand for you're bad. His work is there. You know what you're talking about.
So WC is definitely there, and Ashton directed my show.
Okay. Tell us some more about some of those offerings, since I've segued into that and didn't know what I was talking about. You tell me.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, but he's there. Ashton definitely has a hand in everything that's going on with BiUSTV. We have a new series that's coming out in January. Just look out for that. It's coming out in January. Ashton is the director of that. He's the writer of that. He and this young man who's very talented, his name is George Arnett. He wrote this lovely novel, which I won't say the name of because the name of the novel is the name of the show.
You are teasing me. You know what? You cannot tease me. You cannot give me just these little bitty snippets and say, well, I won't say. You know, I'm nosy. I am nosy. My listeners want to know.
But you know what? That's good. The fact that you're nosy makes you want to know more. And the fact that I'm kind of teasing you on makes you want to make sure that you catch it when it comes out. So there's a new show coming out in January that's going to be really, really great. And I hope that you watch it because Ashton adapted this young man, George Arnett. He adapted his book and made it into this lovely series that we're producing right now. We're filming right now. It's going to be coming out, so it's going to be wonderful. That's what Ashton's doing. Ashton's active. Ashton is active.
He's active. That's what's the problem. Okay, yeah. Now correct me. It's not that he's just not doing anything, and he's signing a check, but he's not.
He's active.
All right.
Ashton knows what he's doing.
So now Ashton and his friends are going to start sending me emails now saying, what do you mean?
No, they're not going to come for you because I'm here, so you're fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. See, now, Ashton's friends do not come for me. David is here, damn it.
I'm here, so don't worry about it. I'm here.
All right.
I got you.
Now, we're talking about that web series, Bi.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about it. You answered the question earlier, but I'd like to just repeat that again to make sure that I am clear.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you find a muse for it? And second part of that question, I like to ask two-part questions.
That's fine. I love it.
So where did you find your muse, and what was the filming process like?
Okay. Oh, boy. So I found my muse. It's a very funny story.
I was walking down the street one day, and this idea just hit me upside the head.
I wish, but no. So I was dating. Okay, so I had just graduated from college, from NYU, and I was dating this guy and this girl, kind of loosely, nothing too serious. And then I went home. When I went home to Indiana, there was this guy that I was crazy about, wanted to know more about. He was like really into me. We spent a lot of time together, and we fell in love very quickly, very shortly. And from us falling in love, I was like, wow, this is my boo. This is my boo. by me saying this in my boo, I forgot about the two people that I had met in New York. So when I flew back to New York, I was like, fuck. And I was like, okay. I got to top these loose ends. I got to top these loose ends. And then he decided to come to New York to surprise me for my birthday. And at my birthday party, these two people were already invited, and so all hell broke loose. All three of them made each other. They all hated each other. It was fighting, screaming, blah, blah, blah. Boom. All blew up on my face. So then like 2 days later, I'm sitting on the pier around Christopher Street, and I talked to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, my life is so crazy, my love life is ridiculous, and I tell her everything that happened, and she goes, oh my goodness, baby, your life is a TV show. Boop, 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 ah! It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, wow, I need to write this. I need to write about this, because this was crazy. What just happened to me was insane. And she said my life is a TV show, so I decided to write. And so therefore, I just decided to write. What was the second question? I forgot already. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love telling that story, so I forgot the question.
Well, as a filmmaker, sometimes you inject your own experiences into your story. Sometimes it's fictional. But you know what? Your whole car got pulled, and we're watching all of this and by the web series now, right?
Right. Kind of.
Okay.
Not really, because yes, I was inspired by this moment. However, that inspired me to write, but that's not the story that you see. The story that you see is totally scripted. That's totally scripted. I was inspired by what I had dealt with, but it's entirely scripted. So I wrote all these characters out, and then I just made a life for these characters and just ran it. And I threw it, and I ran with it, and I had a great time, and I had a fantastic time filming. We did our own casting team for some characters through Troy, because Troy was amazing. He helped us do the whole casting process. And, we were able to find the actors that we needed, and they really brought these characters in my brain to life, and it was amazing. And, sometimes we use, like, guerrilla film style, which was really fun, but, at the end of the day, I cannot say that I did not enjoy the experience, because the experience was amazing. Everything was great. I got to learn what it's like to try to get my own locations. I got to learn what it's like to be a producer and the actor and the writer on set at the same time, which was really fun. Because, Ashton's directing, but I can tell him that I don't like certain things. I don't like this. I don't want to do that. On other sets, when I'm just the actor, I can't say that. I have to do what they say. But on my set, I'm the actor. I'm the writer. I'm the producer. I have a lot of leeway. And Ashton, of course, he met me, and it was great. And then, I have my team, and they're very helpful as well. So we always had a great, fun time. I think everyone always had fun on our sets. I would hope to think everyone had fun on our sets, because I had fun. People say they had fun, unless they're lying to me and saying that, oh, David and Ashton and Glenn, you guys are so much fun. Oh, but then they go behind closed doors and say something else. But everyone to my face has been saying to me that they had a fun time.
So you did just answer. See, David, you are listening.
I am listening.
You are listening. You are listening to my questions, regardless if they're two-part questions or not.
I'm making sure I'm keeping up, because, you're a little bit faster than me. Right now, I'm chilling.
All right, I'm going to slow down a little bit. Remember, I said it's this sweet potato pie.
I love sweet potato pie.
And I'm like on the ceiling like a 3-year-old.
I love sweet potato pie. It's always my favorite.
So let me slow down. David wants me to slow down. You're going too fast. All right.
Just, it's okay.
The next question is, okay, I won't slow down that slow.
Not too slow. That's a little too slow.
All right. See, I can't go too slow. But David wants me to slow down. I am moving too fast. So down.
We're together. I feel like we're on the same pace right now. We're on the same page. We're moving the same pace. I'm happy. If we were in a boat, we'd be rowing together right now.
Oh, no. I don't do these rowboats. I'll be over there watching and, yeah, okay, David.
You canoe. You got a canoe. Canoe is really good for your body. It's a really nice exercise.
Okay. So I'll just say okay to that. I guess it is good, Okay.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
All right.
Okay. In terms of audiences' reaction to Bi the web series, when we talk about bis in the heterosexual world, I tend to hear this a lot, not only in my interviews, but just in my conversations, and sometimes when I'm eavesdropping, and sometimes when people are putting their business out there. We tend to have this negative connotation to bisexuals.
Which we should not.
In terms of males. But if it is a heterosexual male and a female talks about being a bisexual, it's okay.
It's all right. It's like, okay, girl, you like it both. That's great. So ratchet. I'm so over it.
Right. But when it's males talking about being a bisexual, you'll hear things like, oh, that's just not fair to women. And that there is some truth to that statement, that it's not fair, but not necessarily just to women. I say it's not always fair to the other person, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I don't judge. If you want to be bi, try, or whatever, that's on you.
Okay.
But how has audiences reacted to this web series thus far? I know we're on episode 5, and you know what? I'll even admit to cheating and watching all the episodes in one night because I cannot stand to watch one at a time. So I look at it on demand because I'll look at
Netflix and Hulu spoiled you. Is that what it is?
The DVR has spoiled me too, and especially on demand.
I understand. There's so many. I'm going to branch out for a second. There are so many of my friends that do not understand when TV shows don't always show new episodes, and I had to explain to them. Back in the day, TV was not always a new episode. You were lucky if you got 5 episodes new in a row. You were lucky. TV was never like this. Right now, because TV is so much in a high demand, that's the reason why everyone's like, oh, wasn't a new episode. You're not going to get a new episode all the time. That's what happens. That's how you stretch over a season.
Right. See, but we're also talking from that old school Big 3 network things where, around the holidays they're going to show
Big 3, TV Guide. Like, you had to watch the TV Guide to make sure you got a new episode before you even turn on the TV. Like, that wasn't always something that happened. But, people can forget that. But that's okay. I digress. Sorry. I watched live TV.
Right. I went there with you, too. Because, yes, I am spoiled. And I do remember that way back when. But how has your audiences reacted so far to the series? And have you received letters from some of your followers?
All right, so I'm gonna first answer it this way. When I first wrote the show, and I was telling my friends about it, my initial response was, no one's gonna watch this. Only my friends are gonna watch this. Only my friends are gonna watch this. No one's gonna watch this. No one cares. I did have a lot of faith in the show, but the response has been amazing. Amazing. People have been complimenting me, telling me how thankful they are that there is a show that speaks on bisexuality. The bisexual community has really responded in a way that I was not prepared for. I know me as a bisexual, I knew that there was going to be some sort of response, but for the response to be this generous amazes me, and it humbles me, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm tearing up a little bit, sorry. And the thing that people really like is...
like it bisexuals. This is wonderful, and we don't have to...
No, because there's really no representation of bisexuality in the mainstream. I mean, it's there for sure. There's representation, but for the lead character to be bisexual and then you follow this bisexual character's journey, that's not present. And I gave it a shot to see what would happen, and people are responding in a positive way. That humbles me. That makes me feel like I've done something. I've given a voice to people. And there have been people in my inbox on Facebook let me know that by watching my show, they feel comfortable coming out as bisexual. That, like, what? Really? like my show makes you feel comfortable coming out as bisexual, I'm glad I was able to give you a platform so that you feel comfortable to tell people that this is who you are. Because it took me a long time to figure out who I am, and for me to understand who I am, and for me to speak from a place, and for somebody else to be able to speak from the place that I'm coming from, that means a lot.
Outstanding. That is outstanding.
I'm tearing up a little bit. Sorry.
Baby, it's okay to cry. Let it all out. I cry all the time. Yeah, I was
crying is very
turning
healthy.
the TV set the other night.
Healthy.
Oh my God, the football game is still on, so I didn't miss my show. Oh God, oh thank you Jesus. Oh.
That's very real. When you want to watch TV and football's on, it's very real.
Oh,
even though
they're
I love football,
rerun that show later tonight at 11, and I missed the first 10 minutes. Thank you. Oh God. Okay.
I love football. I do. I love football. But it is a team that's playing, and I want to watch the show that's going to come on after. And I turn on, and it's 8 o'clock, and the football game's still on. The game I don't want to play, I'm upset. I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch them play. I want to watch my show. Yeah. Complicated life.
So, again, we're just talking about BiUSTV, and you are still in your infancy. You are coming up on your first year of a full year of 1 year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about some of your plans for expansion and maybe even promotion and acquiring new content. Again, I don't ask just that one question. I ask 3 or 4 in that one question.
I get you. As far as expansion goes, we are, we're branching out for short films. Short films is something that we want to do and distribute. I feel like short films are really easy to distribute, which are, they're great. There's so many short films out there that have such a story that we're not hearing, and I feel like it's really important. We have some short films coming out soon, and we also have other series that are coming out soon. And we also want to reach out to shows that are on the web that don't have a very strong following, that are really good. Like, I've seen shows that are out there that are really good. They don't have a very strong following, and I just want to be able to reach out to them and let them know, if we all come together, because it's all about collaboration. Collaboration is wonderful. If we all come together and we can put your show on our outlet, then it can reach out to a lot more people. The best way to reach out is at our email. If you have a great show that's amazing and you want to have it branch out to a broader audience, you should just hit us up. For you, by us, that's the letter 4, the number 4, the letter U, BiUS @gmail.com. Again, that's the number 4, the letter U, BiUS @gmail.com. If you have an idea for a show, if you have a show that's out right now, you want to get out on a broader market, come talk to us. We can make this thing happen. Promotion-wise, we have our other shows that are coming out. We have ideas that are kind of under wraps, but we are actually, talking to different people that can promote.
Tease.
I'm a teaser. I'm sorry. I don't want to, let you know what we're doing because I want you to be surprised. I feel like a surprise is better than saying, we got, I don't want you to know, I want you to be surprised when you see, I think this is better. I think that's better.
It's almost like if I were to say I'm a legs man, and you just take your leg and you just show me a little bit. You showing me a sock? Okay, then you take the.
But I'm not saying I'm a legs man. I'm saying I'm a man. I'm a man. When I show you, you understand why I'm a man. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I think it's different. All right. I think it's different. I'm just letting you know that there is an opportunity for you, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what the opportunity is. But there's an opportunity for you.
All right. See, there's always a blessing, but you need to be patient.
Just be patient. And we're all about collaboration. That's the wonderful thing. We are all about collaboration. We want to create stories that are underrepresented. If you have an underrepresented story, we are your platform. We will help you. Let's work together. Let's flesh it out. Let's write something. Let's get it together, because in order for anyone to get there, we need to work together. if we can all work together to get something beautiful out there, once it's beautiful and it's out there, then we all get the benefits.
All right. That's right. It's about, it's an old saying that came to my mind. Am I my brother's keeper? And what's the answer to that?
Absolutely.
Yes, I am. I am my brother's keeper.
Absolutely. Yes, I am.
All right.
I'm my brother's keeper because you're me, I'm you. We should work together to make us get through. Make us both. Jesus. Make us both get through. There it is.
Oh, it can be make us us.
Make us us. We're us. We're by us. So there it is. By us.
All right. See, we had two us's in there. By in your name.
And us.
All
by
right.
us. Let's go.
So, Mr. David Cork, what's next for you professionally?
Dear sweet God, what's next for David J. Cork? First and foremost, season 2 of Bi. Right now, I am fleshing it out. I am figuring out what it's going to be. I'm having a lot of fun throwing ideas off of my friends, throwing ideas off of the cast members. They're giving me their feedback. They like it so far. I will give you a little hint. Can I give you a hint? I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, give me a hint.
I'll
give me a
hint.
something.
Into season 2, there will be, I kid you not, there will be a musical episode. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. So David is going to sing. He's going to dance. Beyonce, watch out.
We're all going to do it. It's going to be a musical episode in season 2. That's all I'm going to say about season 2 of Bi. I'm doing this whole new producing thing, so this producer hat is kind of new. I'm producing a play. I'm producing a couple of web series. I'm producing. It's a new thing for me. Of course, I said I'm writing. I'm writing a new short film. That's new. And then here we go. Here's the real money. The acting world. My acting career, I'm projecting right now.
Okay.
This time next year, I will be a series regular on a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that I want for myself. I have been on so many TV show sets to understand and to know and to feel like this is what I want. I would love to be on TV. I feel it. When I do TV shows, I'm like, wow, this is where I belong. I've worked with TV show sets. I've been on. It just feels like home. It feels like home. And to know, and for me as an actor to know what feels like home to me is very important. And when I'm on a TV set, I feel like I'm at home. So I know that this time next year I will be a TV regular. So watch out.
That's right. We're going to speak it. We're going to believe it. And we're going to make it happen.
Name it, claim it.
Name it and claim it.
Name it and claim it. Name it and claim it.
And speaking once again of naming and claiming.
Name it and claim it.
I am a filmmaker. I am a web series producer. I am a web series
producer. I have content. Thank you. I have content. Thank you. I like that.
But you know what I don't have? An already established network such as BiUSTV.
But
so I want to reach out to the BiUSTV family. And I want
We are here.
And so what should I do then?
All you have to do is email us. Give us your idea. Give us your concept. Let us know that you want to be a part. All you have to do is email us at foryoubyus@gmail.com. That is the number 4, the letter U, BIUS, @gmail.com. That's all you have to do. Just let us know what you want to do, and we can make it happen.
All right. Now, where can I find Bi the web series? Where is it? Is it down the street? Is it on the bus? Is it on the metro on the way home?
Absolutely. It's absolutely on YouTube.
How do I find it?
Right now, our website is a little bit under construction, which is cool. You know, we're trying to make our content
and that's fine.
Look good, look sexy. You want to be able to go to a website and be like, damn, wow, it looks amazing. You want that appeal. So right now, we are working on making our website have that appeal. So our website is a little bit under construction right now. But right now you can find the By the Web Series on YouTube. All you have to do is type in By the Web Series, and it'll pop up. Or you can type in BiUSTV, which is By, B-I-U, the letter U, S, TV, and boom, there it is, BiUSTV.
There it is.
You can find everything that you need, and you can subscribe to our channel, and then you'll find all the BiUSTV stuff, you'll find all the other stuff that we're working on, you'll find our flicks, you'll find all the specials that we're going to be coming out soon. You can find it there as well.
And make sure that our folks out there go to Netflix and look for David.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
I'm going to go look for you, and David,
Should.
David,
You should.
If I see you for 5 seconds in that film,
you're going to see it
for
for
only
more than
5
seconds,
seconds, and you're just walking past, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to say, you know what, he got paid for that. That is wonderful. That is great. That is dandy. But damn, he needed to have a better, some more power in that role. And again, I don't want none of these damn SAG actors sending me letters and stuff. At least he got a card.
No one's going to send you a letter.
I'm just clarifying, I am verifying, and I am double-checking.
I'm like, no one's going to see your letter, I swear. It's so funny that you said it, because I get, this is like a weird thing about me. I get very shy about talking about myself. So when anyone talks about anything that I've done before, I get really bashful and really shy. And I had a director tell me that I need to get over that, because we did a play, and at the end of the play, she was like, do you know who this is? This is David J. Cork. He was in Gun Hill. And I covered my face, and she yelled at me because I covered my face. She said, you can't do that. You need to learn your worth, because yada, 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 yada. She like
and
went in on me. So I'm still, this is me talking. I am still learning to accept the things that I've done and not to be, I won't say ashamed, but shy from them. Like, I'm very shy. I'm very shy when I talk about things that I've done, because I feel like no one really wants to hear that. I feel like no one wants to hear that, and I'm just really shy about it. But yeah, I did that movie. Yeah, it's called Gun Hill. It's on Netflix.
And go look for it on Netflix.
I know
it was on BET. It may still be on there on demand.
It shows. It comes on BET sometimes, and people tell me about it whenever it happens. But it's out there. It's out there.
But we won't keep going on and on and on and on and on. David, I have a pie in the oven. It is getting ready. I want to thank you for your time this evening on this wonderful Thanksgiving Eve. It has just been a pleasure, and it has been so much fun and
fantastic time. Thank you for having me. I had a fantastic time.
And thank you for your time, sir. And
for sure.
And have a wonderful holiday.
You too. Happy holidays. Make sure you give me a slice of that pie.
Sure.
I'm waiting for it.